2 months ago, I lost two people that shaped the way I see the world. Now I'm at a crossroads and I don't know what's next. Right now, I'm in Sarımsaklı, Turkey, and I'm dealing with a lot of uncertainty in my life. After months of unemployment, to find myself out here for my grandpa's funeral, and then a week later, to find out that I lost my close friend's soul. It's been a tough time. And ultimately, right now, I'm trying to reflect on two important lessons that I've learned from these two people. So the core wisdom I got from these two people, or that one from my grandpa, is that everything but death can be fixed. And the second is to build your temple. One of the last conversations I had with my grandfather, when I was telling him about the uncertainty that I was dealing with my life then and now. It wasn't too long ago that I had this conversation. Just telling him about how I was trying to manage and cope with being unemployed for months, especially after having applied to several jobs and not hearing anything back. And he told me that everything in life has a solution except for death. And this to me was very powerful because it really showcases the power of perspective. Anything in death can be fixed. As long as you're alive, you can keep pushing forward. There's always a path forward, no matter what. And this is something that I've really taken into perspective in my current life. What's interesting to me is that unknowingly I'd been applying this to my life, and my grandfather just articulated it for me. I'm someone who really hates stagnation. I've always found that it's important to develop yourself, whether personally, in your career, financially, so that you can always defeat any kind of situation that you're stuck in, whatever that may be. Insecurity, personal fear, financial insecurity. There's always a way that you can push yourself forward to a place where a lot of people may not understand or perceive that you have options to do so. And ultimately, it showcases that the unknown isn't the end, but rather a new beginning. I think this perspective was really eye-opening for me because it's something that I'd always done. I'd always try to find a workaround for any kind of issue that I was feeling. It's just that my grandpa articulated it for me. I've always found that it's really important to develop yourself so that you can overcome any kind of situation, whether it be personal insecurity, financial issues, career stagnation, whatever it may be. There's always a path forward. There's always some kind of way that you can strategize a way out of the situation that you're in. And really, it goes to show that as long as you're alive, you've got options. You've got things that you can try, things that you can do. Even if you fail, that's still progress. And really what it means is that the unknown isn't the end, but rather a new beginning. This is something I've applied in my music career. There's a point in my life where I felt like I was really confined to being in a specific city and only limiting myself to specific artists. So what I did was I widened my skill set. I actually linked up with my one friend to start shooting more videos, to try to expand my network that way. Not only that, but trying to meet people online and really connecting with people based off of work of theirs that I liked. And I've experienced a lot of growth that way in my network. That in itself was better than where I was before. And from there, there's another path forward. We now know what works, and we know what we can do to really move forward, or maybe even amplify the results from that. And I'm sure that people who have different aspirations or different goals can also apply this to their lane, whatever it may be. Next thing I want to talk about is wisdom I got from my friend's soul. That's to build your temple. And really what this means is that you should focus on self-mastery before anything else. Whether you experience adversity in your life or negative people, negative situations that you don't want to be in, it always comes down to how you yourself can handle those situations and the resilience you show in those moments. And what that comes down to is developing yourself, focusing on being well mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever it may be. To have a version of yourself that you can really believe in and have faith in, that no matter what happens, you'll be all right. And what that comes down to is consistency, having a clear vision of who you want to be, understanding what your potential is, what your capabilities are, and from there, acting on that belief. Going to the gym, focusing on your craft, developing yourself in your career, so that any time that you come across any kind of issue, whatever it may be, you have a solid foundation that you can lean on. The reality is that you never know when life is going to throw chaos your way. Just when you think things couldn't get worse, they can. And just when you think you've hit rock bottom, things may start to look up. You can't really predict life, unfortunately. But you can position yourself so that no matter what happens, you'll be primed to intercept opportunities as they come and prepared to shift the tides and turn the tables when things maybe aren't going your way. Everyone has that power. And whether or not you decide to be that type of person, someone who can really take advantage of situations, reframe certain situations so they better suit you, that is entirely up to you and what you decide to do with your life. No one can change your circumstances but you. And no one is going to hand you anything on a silver platter. Not saying it's not possible, but this is the reality for most people. What I've taken from this is that the unknown might be the greatest ally that any person can have. Uncertainty, although uncomfortable and not preferable, is where all the growth happens. It's an opportunity to refine yourself and redefine who you are, to be the person you want to be. And the thing is, you never know when life is going to get worse or better, but it's a chance for you to really become someone, make something of yourself, and be more resilient so that if you do face something worse, you at least have a solid foundation of self to fall back on. If you have any key takeaway from this video, something I would like for you to think about is, where in your life are you avoiding the unknown? What are some things that maybe you're too afraid to confront in your own life that, if you do, may give you more peace of mind or greater closure, more confidence? And what can you do to address that issue so that it's not something that causes a problem for you or doesn't take up space in your mind, doesn't preoccupy your thoughts, so that you're more at peace with yourself? To wrap things up, 2 months ago, I thought I had lost my way. But I'm starting to realize that maybe the unknown isn't something to fear. Maybe it's exactly what I need to experience right now. And with that, drop below. What is some good advice that someone has given you? Peace.
Once you realize nobody can put you in the position that you want to be in but you, things start looking a lot more clear. Like, you start figuring out that path to get to where you want to go. And bro, it's just so crazy how time be like playing out, and how society plays out, and how everything just like does what it does just for you to like get distracted and get off of the path that you're supposed to be on. Like, bro, the distractions in this life is really no joke, and it's so crazy to me because it's like being at the age I am now and seeing how easily I used to get distracted by certain things and certain situations, and how I used to let them affect my energy, my chi, my chakras. Like, I used to really let stuff just get to me so easily, bruh. Like, once you built that fortress, that temple, and you like really work on it, and you like really just don't allow any negative things, people, energy, or anything like that to come into your energy, your space, your aura, start looking a whole lot better. Because then it's like you're controlling the things that you can control, and there's some things that you can't, which is like going out in public and seeing a negative entity like affect you in public or something like that. But that's inevitable, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be demons and negative energies and spirits out there everywhere you go. But as long as you just keep on focusing on your temple and like what you really are conscious of allowing into your temple and not allowing into your temple, like, you just got to be aware, bro. That's really all it is, just being aware. Like, there's a whole lot of bad energy out here. You just got to like stay clear for real. But you do got to think about it. Like, going into public, facing a negative entity, a negative energy, a negative spirit, a bad spirit, that really is inevitable, like I said in the last video. So it's like, if it's inevitable, how do you deal with that? By building up your temple, by making sure you are clean, free, pure, healthy, happy, knowledgeable, intelligent, and continuously growing all of those aspects. Don't be a bum. Like, really, it's just that simple. And really what's crazy is like people assume that they can just be in that bum label or be in that vicinity just by drinking and smoking and like allowing that to be like an excuse. Like, bro, no, you're a bum for no reason. Like, don't allow an addiction and all this other stuff to give you the assumption that you can use that as an excuse to be a freaking bum. Like, what? I be seeing this in real life, so it's just like I can't do it myself. I'm cool, I'll pass, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, we getting in little motions of like toxicities here and there, but bro, break out of it. Like, every little like negative hiccup, it goes away. Like, it don't last forever. So get out of it and keep it pushing, bro. Grow. Keep on leveling up. Keep on focusing on you, what you love to do, what you like to do, what you don't love to do, what you don't like to do. Don't do those. And do what you do want to do. And just be a good human, a good soul, a good being on this earth, man. Like, it's not that hard for real.